The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Continuing on the Domino's postgame report, I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, congrats. You're the 2 seed after being picked 7th in the preseason poll and finished with a clutch performance against Newberry, 89-82. What'd you do to get the job done?
I think our guys were very, very motivated. We talked a lot about what all was at stake. And yet, we discussed it. We discussed it, but I think we didn't get so far away from what we typically try to do in terms of our preparation and our normal processes. And our kids really came out today and with their actions gave more than was expected this year. You know,
improved 5 spots. I'd say that's accurate. I thought you were going a different direction when you said you didn't change anything, because in the first half, Ish Sanders was in this building, and I thought he was back on the floor. 11 first-half threes.
Yeah.
In the first half alone, you had more threes than every other game but one this season. What was it that allowed you to tee up from beyond the arc and be successful?
Well, we've seen what people are going to do, and that is they're going to try to take away our inside play. That's the wise move. And we just kept on enforcing to our perimeters the last 24, 48 hours that, hey, when they do that, we got to take advantage and throw that thing out and shoot with confidence. And that's exactly what our guys did. Our post did a good job of recognizing the traps, threw it out. And then our perimeters either did a really good job of making the extra pass to set shot shooters.
Charles Clark, 20 points, a couple rebounds, 4 assists. He distributed the ball well, as did Carson Brooks, Mason Bates, and Josh Rogers. All 3 players with 5 assists.
Yeah.
28 assists in today's game. You talk about the passing. What was it that opened up the lanes?
It was the doubles and triples I gave to our interior. You know, our kids can make some shots. You know, we haven't taken a lot of threes.
Yeah.
We've been so pleased with our post play, but now that people are really trying to take away that inside play, our perimeter's going to have to do a little bit more to step up and make those shots, and that's exactly what we did. You know, that was the difference in the first half for sure. And you know, we cut it down a little bit the second half because we were able to get the drives and get more into the paint a little bit easier the second half because they weren't as quick to double and triple like they did the first.
You look at it, and your first-round opponent is likely Coker. A few things need to hold serve, but Queens is beating Anderson, Coker's beating Tusculum, LMU is beating Catawba. What would a third crack at the Cobras mean to you?
Well, you know, give credit to them. Those guys have given us everything we can stand. But I think our guys will be extra motivated, extra excited, considering that we get a third shot at them. They swept us in the regular season, and so I'm pretty confident they'll be excited to play.
In this game, a lot of runs. You close the first half on a 15-4 spurt. The Newberry answers with a 27-9 run, spanning the half, plus a Donvray Walker tip in at the buzzer late. What did you do to weather that storm and maintain the poise needed to come back in this one?
Their tempo and pace of play is so fast that there's no lead that can be sustained or no lead that can't be shattered, you know, and going both ways. So we told our guys when we went in at the half, hey, man, we got a 9-10 point lead here. That means nothing to them, you know. And then second half we got down. What were we down by?
7.
We're down by 7, and I told our guys, look, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Let's just keep on playing and keep on trucking and trying to get stops, and then trying to put points on the board. And our guys responded to that. They never got unglued or unsettled and rattled, and they never just threw the towel in, so to speak.
What about the job of a senior, Jared Johnson? 14 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and a bunch of timely threes.
It was critical. You know, Jared, as we've said, has been here for his 4 years. Will graduate in May, and he's a kid that just means a whole lot to me on multiple levels. I've hated it for him this year from the standpoint of he's been dealing with injuries literally the entire year, and has missed a number of games. But we were given the go-ahead for these last 3 and last 3 regular season games, and he's been critical. We don't win this game today without him.
Yeah.
Senior day, his people have come in from Massachusetts to support him, and I was just so happy for him that he was able to perform well enough for us to get the win, and us really be able to celebrate this conclusion of the regular season before we embark on postseason.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on the win, and This is my favorite game of the year because we see some old faces, one of them Colin Crane's parents, who have prepared a cake feast. Yeah,
you know, when Colin was here, again, what a special guy. And he graduated and has gone on, and he's now the strength conditioning coach for men's basketball at Missouri State University, and is making his family proud in our institution. But his senior year, his mother put a neat little thing together, and it was such a hit that I convinced her to just stay on board, Miss Crane. And so Karen and Keith Crane, Colin's parents, have done it for the last couple of years, and it is really the highlight on a day like this. You wrap up with a great performance and a win, and then you can spend time with your players and their parents and really sort of reflect and enjoy each other's company and just make the most of this evening.
All right, Chuck, I'll see you when you're smashing cake into your face here in the next 10 minutes.
Thanks, Kev.
All right, that's Carson.